Indeed, there are two ways to do it: making it a living hell, or be present and parent with your heart. I mean, with your whole full human heart. Hi everyone, in today's video, I'm going to be making a review on the book titled Love at First Sight by Amaka Haze. Yeah, this book is a fictional book. It's a book written by a Nigerian author, and also it's a book of over 245 pages. And the setting of this book is Nigeria, basically Lagos and Port Harcourt. So I'm going to be doing a little breakdown of the book before going to the morals, the lessons learned from this book, and also my rating of this book over 10. So let's start. So this book has two major characters, that's and Yomi, and also AGK. AGK is not like, it doesn't appear too much in the book compared to and Yomi. So come from a family of a believer. They have this kind of strong faith and belief in God, that when was growing up as an adult, she was having this kind of strange feeling, growing up as an adult, she was having this kind of like changes in her body. And when she went to complain to the parents about like sexual arousal, menstruation and all, when she went to tell the mom all this, the mom went to tell the dad, and instead of sitting her down, lecturing her on how adult works, they rather take her to church, give her Bible, asking her to be reading the chapters in the Bible so that the word of God can come into her life, because she has been demonized, like she's battling with demon. And also at some point they have to lock her in the bedroom so that like she can feel refreshed, means of punishing her because she's the black sheep of the family. That's how they tagged her. They tagged her as the black sheep of the family, as someone that does not know God, as someone that is kind of wayward. So this art prompts her to like leave home early, to like live on her own in Lagos. She left Port Harcourt early to live in Lagos. And that makes her to like started kind of life that was nothing to write home about. She was staying with a guy, had an abortion that led to them removing her womb and all. Like it's really risked her life, the actions of the parents. And also Yomi also like misunderstood the mom, thinking that the mom betrayed the dad by like sleeping with another man, not knowing that it was the dad that was at fault, which was later explained to her by the mom, and they united. Although at some point she suffered at the absence of the mom, because she was only staying with the dad when the mom left them and went to marry someone else. So that's a little breakdown. And there is this AGK. It was AGK that first like got married to. They were staying together, living as a couple, before AGK betrayed her, and like everything turned bad for her before it later went well. So that being said, now let's go to the themes and morals learned from this book. Number one is savage betrayal. Yeah, according to the breakdown that I did earlier, you realize that there was a kind of betrayal between and AGK. So left home early, and like she was staying with AGK, who served as her first love. So this made her to be staying with AGK. They were living couple life. And this kind of led to a betrayal, because at first AGK advised her when she got pregnant to abort the pregnant, because they are not ready to feed another mouth. AGK is not yet walking, like his feet is not yet stand, like he's not yet strong. So she agreed and she aborted, and this abortion led her to removing her womb, because they aborted and the abortion was not really successful, which made her one day to break down in her office where she works. She works at a radio station. When she broke down, they rushed her to the hospital, and they complained that the abortion they did was not truly successful, and this led into removing her womb. So on the long run, AGK now left for another woman, saying that he was doing it for the good of but she felt betrayed, like really, really betrayed. In fact, he left her for like a foreigner, for an Oyibo girl. So when she realized she was betrayed, like felt betrayed, like all the things that I've went through because of you, removing of womb, abortion, the pain, the stress. So this is how you want to pay me. So although he has always been mentioning that he wants kind of young and warm-blooded lady to marry, not So left, and after she left, that was when she found Yomi. So another lesson from this book was parental influence. In fact, everything that went through in this book was because of the influence of the parents. If the parents had addressed all the thing, all the strange feelings that she was feeling as an adult, which was normal, if they've addressed it accordingly, she wouldn't have turned out, it wouldn't have turned out for her that way. Although she went to university, she studied psychology through the help of the grammar, because the grammar understand that when she was sent there for an holiday with the grammar, she explained, and the grammar sat her down, talked, but the grammar died on the long run while she was in the university. So she went to university to study psychology, which made her to be working at the radio station. She have a show where she talk about sex. So it was this parental influence that really affected her, that made her to meet with AGK on the first run. If they've addressed things very well, like if they've told her, sat her down and tell her that, okay, you're an adult, you are the first child, these things that you're going through is normal. We want you to do like this, we want you to do like this, it will have been fine. But every time she went to like report to the parents, she went to tell them that I'm having this strange feeling, I'm doing this is showing in my body. Rather than addressing it, they always like teach her, they always use the word of God to baptize her, telling her that she has been demonized, like devil is living inside her and needed to be cast away. And it can be done through the word of God. Like, how does that even make sense? Is that how they are trained? Or like they've shown her all the support, she will have been raised well, and she will have not gone through a lot of things that she went through, removing her womb, that caused her not to be able to like carry pregnancy and all. So parental influence happens a lot in this book, which was so heartbreaking. Like, it shouldn't be done that way. They are highly religious, and they did it to the extent that it affected their first daughter, their first child, tagging her the black sheep of the family. That's on a very high level. So another moral lesson from this book was infinite love. Yeah, there was infinite love between and Yomi. Yomi get to know about when he always like listen to a show, that sex therapist or sex psychologist. She had this show that she used to like do and listen. And meanwhile, on that show, she was Sasa. People know her to be Sasa because she was trying to like hide her identity. She does not want people to know her, to see her to be looking a kind of bad eyes or baddie eyes to look at her. So she changed her name. So, and Yomi has been so familiar with her voice because he always listens to the show. Like, he hasn't missed any of her show for once. So, like, he has mastered her voice. So, one day when left Ejike's house, she packed into the house where Yomi was staying. And Yomi happens to be outside when they were packing in. And immediately, Yomi listened to the voice. Like, he got it like, oh, you are Sasa from this show. Like, she was shocked. Like, how? Now later explained to her that I'm a lover of your show. I've always been listening to it, never missed it for once. And she was wow. And Yomi had already had this feeling, developed the feeling for her, and that was where they ignite the love, and their love like skyrocket before the problem happened when education faced telling Yomi about how will not be able to carry his children because the womb has been removed. He felt betrayed before the later now settled everything, come back together, and explained to Yomi what Ejike did to her, how he prompted her to remove the womb because of the abortion. And because of that, like, the love was still there. The love was infinite. Like, no matter what you are going through, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna be with you. You're gonna be mine. Yeah, they did surrogate, and the surrogates brought them twins at the end of the book. So the love was so infinite. Yeah. So the last moral in this book was selective spiritual morality. The parent of the dad was a general overseer of a church. So no doubt. But at some point when he was feeling sick, he refused to take drugs because this was something he had preached against on the altar to the audience, that using drug is against God will for us, is demonic, is kind of devil art. They should not use drug when they are, if anytime they are sick, they should trust God. So he was having this kind of ulcer, that the ulcer was eating deep and deeper into his body. They gave him drug. He said no, he was not going to take it. That no, he wanted to live by the word of God and what he has been preaching. And that kind of prompted them to bring to go and look for her, and they like begged her for forgiveness and asked her to come and stand against the dad, because she was tagged as the black sheep, as the only child who always stood against the parents. So, and she came and she was like battling word, exchanging word with the dad, that what do you mean? Was it not God that established these things that they are using to make the drugs? So what are you saying? Are they not natural things? Is it not God that founded everything? What are you saying, that you not take drugs? Don't you know that you are dying? God is not even against it, because, like, is it not to improve your health, to make you feel better and strong? So that was where he now calmed down and started thinking about everything, that truly some of the of the things that they are using to make this drug are things that are natural and that was made by God. Although they might be having some things, but everything still tagged down to God. So that was when he now started changing his perspective and meanwhile they cannot use drugs that was made by the Oyinbo, but they have private jets, they have cars, expensive things, aesthetic things. They are not seeing all those things as worldly thing, but things that can help him improve the body. That was the only thing that was seen as worldly thing. Because Ellen point out to that oh, you bought all these expensive things, expensive gold, wristwatch, caps, everything. Yet you are not seeing all those things as worldly things. Only drugs that will help you improve your health that you are seeing as well as worldly thing. No, that's an hypocrite. So that's the theme of selective spiritual morality in the book. I know you've been able to take and learn one or two things from what I've said. That's from the selective spiritual morality because as for me, like there are some of hypocritical hearts that you will see people of God doing outside there. What is really worldly thing, they will not see it as it. But what is not worldly thing, that's what they will point out to and be bringing out as worldly things. So that's the end of today's book review. This book, I'm going to rate it 8 over 10 because I love it and I've been able to learn so much from the book. It ranges from parental influence, savage betrayal, selective spiritual morality, and infinite love. I hope you enjoyed this video just the way I enjoy reading the book, and I will recommend the book for you. Like, read the book and also gain more insight about the book. So that means I've come to the end of today's book review. Have you read this book before? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more educative videos like this. So thank you so much. Share with your loved ones too. I'm going to see you in the next one. Till then, bye. I've been through the storm, seen a lot of love, I've seen a lot of war.